Hello, welcome to Talk Drama to Me because she wants that D in 2 minutes or less. It's your hosts, Tiffany and G. G, how's it going?
I am doing good. I'm so freaking busy. Are you?
I, admin wise, yes, but this is
Okay,
like my
I have
slow
a
gig
theory.
season.
I have a theory that if you check the productivity for people in a year, we are the most productive in the first 3 months of the year, right? Like
Is
the
that in
weather
your
is
line of
crap.
work?
What?
Is that like in your line of work?
No, I'm gonna make a wide generalization and anybody come fight me because I feel like the weather is crap. We're all back from the holidays. Our parents probably yelled at us for being degenerates, and we're like, we got something to prove. So the first 3 months, we're just pumping out work. And I think that's where most people get their work done the first 3 months of the year.
You know, that I think you're onto something. In my field, historically, it's the first 2 months of the year are pretty dead, aside from maybe, like, Valentine's Day. I actually, the last 3 years, have not been booked for Valentine's Day. As a freelancer, that's embarrassing to admit. In my area like, in my field, people do start really getting better with their admin, and, like, they kinda, like, get things ready for the year because there's really not a lot of, like, things going on, but is that, like, what you love? Is that if we're gonna do our what do you love or not love this week, are you loving productivity?
I'm loving not our sponsor, not a paid ad, Red Bull. It's I am back on it, guys. If you're seeing me in person and you're like, this moment is crazy, it's because I am back on the caffeine. There's no stopping me. There's no stopping me.
Did you take time off of caffeine? Did I not know this?
I did. Number one, I felt like I was a little tiny bit addicted. It's not a full blown, just a little bit. And so I didn't cut it all off. I just cut back to like I don't know, one little espresso shot. Look at me, I'm so European, like just like one a day. But like I said, the first couple of the months of the year, I just feel like Mrs. Productivity. So I'm back on the caffeine. If anybody has a different suggestion, I'm ready for it. But Red Bull's where it's at. All right. So today's amazing drama is titled CEO and the Country Girl. The synopsis: when the sister betrays her and a ruthless CEO targets her family farm, fiery small town cowgirl Avery Rogers clashes and sparks with Tyler Sinclair, the corporate heir sent to take her land. But as lust and loyalty collide, a small town cookout, Tyler's bold bid to save Avery and her father's legacy turns enemies into something dangerously close to lovers. I did nothing for the main characters. Maybe let's just
Oh,
focus on their socials because these are,
for sure.
again, media superstars.
Okay, so the first girl, Meg Bush, what a name. They have both quite the following. I'm assuming she's done a lot of these. Maybe have you seen her in quite a few of these?
Uh, if you ask me who's a vertical superstar, Meg Bush would be top of that list. She certainly has a look to her, and I think takes particular roles. So when I think
Mhm.
of Meg, I think of like, the doe eyes and like the fiery, underdog type. So
She is like I mean, I enjoyed, uh, her performance in the 8 minutes that I got to watch, or 8, 10 minutes, whatever it was. She's her Instagram's popping. I love seeing all, like, little behind the scenes stuff. She's got, like, everything. She's got the thirst traps, stuff about work. We actually have, like, 3 mutual friends, and one of the mutual friends is my boyfriend's old roommate. I'm gonna have to ask her, like, "How do you know this person?" This was one of the people I told you that I know has been in a vertical drama before.
yeah, isn't Meg based out of LA?
It says NYC to LA, so she must have lived in New York and now she's in
Huh.
LA.
See, New York is such a freaking small world.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like and then the other 2 connections I have to her are musicians. She's super cute. The other guy, Jackson Tiller, super famous, like hundreds, like 150 so thousand. He's looks like he is in a lot of these.
Yeah, I think he is also one of the OGs, and he's very different from the other guys. Maybe some of the other men are like pretty soft leads, right? And he just doesn't fit in that bill. So it's really fascinating to watch him in these roles where he's maybe the bad guy, gives like bad boy vibes.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. But the tattoos, is it the tattoos for you?
I mean, yeah, the tattoos. And I think his face isn't, like, conventionally LA, you know? If you told me he hasn't had any work done, I'd believe you.
Yeah, no, he definitely, like you could tell he's what, his mid-30s, and it shows. Is that bad?
I haven't seen Jackson take what I might consider to be age inappropriate roles. Like, I've not seen
Mhm.
him play a high school student, whereas some of these other leads is like, guys, give it up, you know?
What was that one that we watched where the guy looked so old? He clearly looked like in his 30s, and he was supposed to play like a 16-year-old.
Loving My Best Friend's Brother. A very good one, everyone. Please go back and listen to that podcast. It is
How do you
unhinged.
remember these things?
I can't remember what I freaking ate for breakfast, but this stuff, instant recall. It's
Yeah.
disappointing.
It's really impressive, actually.
Did you see Jackson Tiller is invited to the cookout?
I was gonna bring that up. I love a mixed race couple, obviously, for personal and non-personal reasons. And they have a really cute kid. 2 kids. I don't yeah, 2 kids. They're super cute.
You might see him at the cookout, Tiffany, so keep your eyes peeled.
I mean, I have yet to be invited to the cookout, but I do have
What do
I
you have to
do
do to get an invite, you know what I mean? Not saying you need to go, but, it would be nice if, one day you got one, right?
I they would I think the cookout invites will most likely be coming from my friends from tour who,
Oh,
they do, like, their cookouts in Philly. So those are my only friends that do them, and they have told me I'm invited to the cookout when they happen.
well, keep your eyes peeled, you might, run into Jackson. I was like,
I'm
"Oh."
ready.
I mean,
I'm
I
ready.
don't know.
He is LA based though, so I probably won't run into him, sadly.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, also doesn't surprise me because I think he's also a producer. He's trying to produce a couple of these verticals as well.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I will have to reach out to him then and be like, "Hey, put my man in something." My boyfriend has a vertical drama audition today. Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Oh, can you tell us more? Is it a werewolf?
He it
It is a
I
werewolf!
d I can't remember. He may have said werewolf, but it's like there I think it's like something with packs and things like that. And it's not the lead, it's like the sidekick to the lead guy, because obviously that person has to be white. So, isn't that crazy? Yeah,
I'm so excited for him. You
I
know I love
know.
a good werewolf, so keep us posted.
You did call it a long time ago. You were like, "Werewolves, werewolves." And here we are.
Alright. Not this one time of the millions of verticals. This one time, I did see a werewolf vertical with a black lead this one time.
That's promising.
Yeah, so that could be him. Keep his hopes
Okay,
up.
okay, I will absolutely let him know to just keep shooting for the stars, the werewolf stars.
Yeah, the one werewolf star.
I think he could do really well in, like, a villain role as well.
Sometimes the villain ones are, like, far more fun to watch and to play, so, yeah, if that's kind of his niche, better that. You get much better lines. You don't have to be like, "Oh, my name is Beta Mac," you know?
I do think that it probably would be more fun to play a villain, especially if you're not that kind of personality to begin with. I was reading this article with, I think it was People or like Vanity Fair, something like that, with Rachel McAdams. She has that new movie, Send Help. It was so good. It's such a good movie. Like they went through all of her favorite roles and she like gave little tidbits. And she said that Mean Girls was that role was so fun for her to play. Like she had a blast being the villain because that's just like not her at all in real life as well. You could read like a ton of stuff with coworkers, like they all love her. She's professional. She's very sweet, and then she just played the best mean girl possible, Regina George. Like that's what you think of as a mean girl, and she just nailed it.
Icon.
Icon for sure. Do you want to take us through? Okay, what is the name of our vertical that we're watching today?
Well, it's gonna blow your mind. It's CEO and the Country Girl. I wonder what it's about, you know?
I did in honor of this episode, I did wear my shirt that has a dog that looks like mine, and it has a little gun because her little shotgun moment in the beginning, I was like, "Yeah, girl, America." So I'm wearing a little wiener dog shirt that has he's wearing a gun.
I love that, like, she's in a cute sundress and cowboy boots, and you're like, "You know what this vertical reminds me of? A dog with a gun." You're so weird. I love
I
it.
tried to look, I'm like, "Do I could wear cowboy boots, but you wouldn't see them. I don't have a cowgirl hat here, so it was my gun shirt."
Hi. Let's, tell people about this vertical. Let's see if there are any dogs with guns. Wanna take us through act 1?
The story begins with Avery Rogers riding her horse near her family's barn. That's our main girl, Miss Bush, where she catches her boyfriend Sawyer in a very compromising position with her sister. I thought it was so funny because the sister's trying to stop, and then he's like, "Don't you want me to finish?" Or like he says something like that, and she's just like, "Oh my god, shut the f up," you know?
Dude, what did she sit on?
Well, yeah, was it horse poop?
I don't know either, but I didn't quite understand how that added to.
You're absolutely right. I remember thinking, "What did they just smush?" Like, he put her on it, and I thought it was maybe poop, but they didn't really go into it anymore.
Yeah, it was like a small shot, yeah.
Yeah. So, in the moment of the ravenous moment they have, he puts her in whatever we think is maybe horse poop or something. Then he admits his interest is only in the land, not Avery. And I guess maybe not even the sister either because, like, I don't know if it's just land. So, Avery, rightfully so, gets so mad, she goes and grabs a shotgun and fires at him, but it's just at his feet and it freaks him out, so he flees in a panic. She's killing it.
I love the horse. Remember there was a vertical where they kept mentioning a dog, but the dog did, like, 1 hour of
Oh.
work that day? This horse was an all-day hire. I was so glad to see, like, actual horse riding.
Yes, you bring up an excellent point, and I think that also is why I was more intrigued because I'm not a horse girl, but I love horses. Like, growing up in Arizona, like, I used to take horseback riding lessons and all of that, so I was very excited to see that there was a horse and not just it being talked about, or, like, what's that sport where they have, like, the fake horse and they make, like, the sounds? That, like, you would
Just 2 coconuts.
Yes. And there is, like, an actual sport called like, I've it has graced my algorithm a few times, and I'm like, "How did I get here? What made the algorithm think that I'm interested in this?" I was, but it's very entertaining to watch. So they did
Now,
bring it a step further.
as someone who's ridden horses, you must know riding a horse in a short sundress is crazy work. Can't you get, like,
Yeah.
a yeast infection from that or, like, a UTI? Like, what is going on?
Well, the thing that I was more concerned with is, like, the insides of her knees, because if you're not wearing long pants, that rubs, and you can actually, like, I know this because it happened to me one time. You can get, like, rug burn or something there. It'll rub your skin off. It hurts really bad. See, that's, like, one of the reasons why you have to wear long pants when you're riding a horse. The the private part area stuff, I didn't even think about that, and that's super gross. And for that reason, I'm also like, "What the hell was she doing? Ew."
Can we talk about a horse girl drama?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I just thought of this. Maybe we should have saved this for later.
It
Who is
never
Gigi
ceases
Hadid's
it never ceases to amaze me the things that are in your brain. Like, can we talk about horse drama? Like, who?
Bella Hadid was
Okay.
dating this horse rider, Adnan Benuelos? I've butchered that name. Gigi Hadid's sister, Bella, was dating a real life cowboy. He's a competitive rider. And
Oh.
just recently, maybe a week or two ago, there was a big announcement that they had split, but they were spotted together at this ringadink, like Texas bar. Where afterwards, I think police had like stopped her for something, and then he was clearly drunk and he got arrested for public intoxication. And that's not even the shocking part. The real part of the story is, guys, please go look this up. Just look up Bella Hadid cowboy.
Oh, dear.
Look at him in the hat. It's so ridiculous. I freaking hate cowboys in big hats. Like, it's so performative, but he wears this huge cowboy hat, but it looks good on it. Now, shocker. Him without the hat, because in order to take the police picture for public intoxication, he had to remove the hat. Not good. Not good at all. The hat was doing a lot of work. His hair has clearly been damaged by, like, years of hat wear. It's not
Really?
good. It's, like, thinning
Ew.
as I don't know if it's genetic, but definitely thinning. Not good.
Wait, no, I do think it must be genetic 'cause I think I read that that's like a myth, like, you don't lose hair from wearing a hat too much. I think it's probably some guy made that up for just feeling bad that he's losing hair.
Well, take his winnings and go to
I
Turkey.
You're right, the hat really oh, there's a word for that. Were you the one that told me? It's like hatfishing or something? A guy wears a hat and he, like, looks so much better, and then he takes it off, and it's like either there's, like, male pattern baldness or he's got bad hair or just changes your face. I just found this out.
That is what it is. It's doing a lot of work.
He's a hat fisher.
I actually hate so everyone, my partner raised on a farm, so this vertical hits home.
Did he watch it with you?
I hate no. Actually, there were parts I had to show him, and we'll get to it in this vertical because it's not how a farm works by any shape or form. It's like the Yellowstone version of farm work, and
Oh,
I'll point it out to you. One last thing about the Bella Hadid's ex-boyfriend situationship. I actually hate men like this because none of this is functional. It's very performative, and, like, performative cowboys, like circus cowboys are just really it's such a turn off for me. First, the cowboy hat, and then the huge belt buckle. Who is that for? And the last thing that would have, like, totally 3 strikes you're out is if he had, like, a pearl button-up. I freaking hate a pearl button-up. You know what I hate now too? Sorry, everyone, one last thing. If you are wearing too much Carhartt, you know, it's the new you got it from, like, the 2025-2026 seasonal release. You are so performative. Get out of here. It really
you're
bothers
right.
me. Now, if you have an old one, right? If you're OG, right? If you got a mix of OG, new and old, I got you, you know? Um, but people who are just decked out top to bottom in it, get out of here. You have
It
soft hands, I can already tell.
I was not aware that it's a trendy thing now. A lot of people in Brooklyn wear Carhartt. When I think I was in, I wanna say Berlin, somewhere like that one on my tour. There's a very fancy, really nice shopping district you can go to. It's like you see Splendid, Anthropologie, and then there was a Carhartt store there. And now it's like people wear have you seen the trend of people wearing those work vests?
No, but do they have pockets? Because I do love a pocket.
But it's like you look like you're about to go on a fishing trip, but they're not. It's a very trendy thing, you should look it up. People walk around in
Okay.
these vests.
Okay, well, look,
Oh,
now
you
I
like
am
it?
gonna look it up to purchase one because I do love pockets. And as a mom, you just don't have enough pockets on you at all times. I don't know, maybe I've got snacks. Maybe I've got a little change of clothes. I could
Wait.
imagine I have a doggy bag because you could always use a doggy bag with kids. And then maybe on the other side, it's a chapstick and a comfort rock. I don't
A co I have found what your birthday, happy birthday, by the way, was
know.
yesterday. This is what
Mhm.
I'm gonna get you a work vest for your birthday. And
You know me
I
so well. You know what I
and
mean?
you better wear it all around Portugal proudly, like an
I would
American.
wear it right now because you know what I mean? I could put some lipstick in here, I could put a Red Bull in the other pocket, come on.
I don't think you
I've got
realize
places to be.
I don't think you realize what you're getting yourself into because these are like work vests. They look like you're about to go on a fishing trip. You're about to put some worms in one pocket. They're not cute.
I will wear it for the time we review that C-drama I told you there's a petite girl who pretends to be a construction worker. Just as today you've dressed up for this podcast, I will dress up for that one. I commit to you this.
Oh my, we should wear something that relates to the episode.
But then we're not a video podcast, so
But it's
that's
for
a lot of
us.
pressure. Oh,
It's for
it's for
us.
you.
Well, you wore red for our Lunar New Year episode with Caitlin.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it'd be cute.
I'll spice it up for you. I'll do it for you.
Oh, you know I love a costume. And before we start talking about more pop culture and not this vertical, where we
We've
are
gone through
here.
like 10 seconds. I'm sorry.
So let's just get right back into it. We just talked about she shot her ex-boyfriend at his feet to really scare him. What happens next? Marissa Sinclair. Who the hell is Marissa Sinclair?
It's Tyler Sinclair's mom
Oh,
versus Sinclair's.
yes. Okay, okay, reminded. So Now we have our CEO guy, Tyler Sinclair, the main guy. He's driving and he gets a call, like a FaceTime from this lady who is Marissa Sinclair. She's talking to him about Spring Hill Farm. It's a 100-acre property sitting on a very valuable oil reserve. So acquiring it would secure Tyler's position as the CEO of Bauer Industries. On his way there, driving, the encounter with Avery, the main girl, it does not go very well. So it goes pretty badly, actually. He swerves to avoid hitting her and the horse with his car. He crashes into her fence, breaks it down, damages it, startling her, and then it cuts to her just laying on the ground with her eyes closed. So I don't know where the horse went or how she got off the horse, but we don't know. So now she's on the floor and she's like, oh my goodness. Avery mockingly makes fun of his driving gloves and refuses his offer of money for the damages to the fence because she's like, my cattle got out. So instead, she demands that he works off the debt at her farmland, which, I mean, smart girl. Before they enter the house, Avery asks Tyler to help her scare off Sawyer, who was her ex-boyfriend that she just found cheating on her with her sister. Playing along, Tyler pretends to be her new boy toy, and they put on this passionate display, like just kissing in front of the ex. He's grabbing her thigh. It's like against the wall. Hey, if you're going to do it, like sell it. So when Sawyer intervenes, Tyler whips him, leaving Sawyer humiliated and retreating with his pants down. Does he get like thrown outside and then his face is in the mud?
Yeah, I think he face plants into cow manure, but just backtracking just a second behind that, Tyler with the whip, that was like, it's Indiana Jones. Is that just who we're channeling here? I might have a thing for whips because he was whipping around. I said, "Oh my god, no!"
Oh, wait. But I also didn't even ask you, do you think this guy's hot?
Tyler, what's his name? What's his actor's name? Jackson.
Tiller?
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson Tiller.
Here's why. Yes, I do, and here's why. It's not because he is actually like hot. We've seen much like objectively hotter men, but the objectively hotter men have worked out that way to be hot. Does that make sense? Whereas Jackson, there is something that is broken or was broken about this man, and I must know more.
I don't know if he's got like that hot daddy energy because I saw that he's married and has 2 kids, or if it's like just the way he's coming off in this vertical. I think I have a skewed version of him in my head.
I don't know if he gives me hot dad, but
I don't actually think he's that hot.
no, no, no. He's not the hottest of them all, but I wouldn't kick him out of bed for leaving crumbs because again, there is something in his eye that tells I want to if we start interviewing, my question is who broke you? I'm sorry if that's too intimate, but really
Who
there's something in
broke
the
you?
eyes.
Yeah.
Would you like to be broken? Because I could I'm
Coming from
kidding. He's in
coming
a
from our little resident 5-footer, do you want to be broken? You have no zipper or anything to zip or unzip in this moment.
I know, and so I'm like, keep touching myself, and I
Yeah,
don't
I
that's inappropriate too. We will not put that on the socials.
keep doing it. Tell me how you really feel.
Well, let's get to the parts where he's half naked for no good reason.
Ah! Okay, all right, let's move on. Sawyer warns Avery that Bauer Industries CEO is coming for her land. Unbeknownst to her, that CEO is actually standing right in front of her. That's where I ended my preview.
Wow. I guess that was a pretty short preview. Sorry
It
about that again.
was.
Was it enough? I don't know. Pass or play, would you go beyond?
Yeah, I would, because I was actually kind of like, okay, I want to see how this plays out because we haven't had land, we haven't had cowboy-ish themes before. This one did seem a little bit different than our other ones. I was invested.
Yeah, I did like this different take in being a CEO. In fact,
Mhm.
being a CEO is probably his detriment in this story versus the other ones where it's the plot armor that allows you to run the police force and all that jazz.
Mhm.
And then I liked, like, you have to just suspend belief here. I like that clearly he has no way to contact the outside world. And now he has to be a farm hand and help her on the land. So I think that's an interesting position to start.
This is very like Hallmark movie adjacent, isn't it?
Yeah, the best Hallmark stories I like are the ones where it's like a big city girl going back to her hometown. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
There is a movie with this kind of storyline.
Yeah, if
already.
this was a Christmas tree farm, this is a Hallmark Christmas movie. Yeah, I see
Oh,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
for sure, yeah. But, yeah, take me behind this paywall because I actually am curious what happens. Is it a fever dream or is it pretty consistent? I'm ready.
Get on your sundresses and cowboy boots, ladies and gents. We are going behind this paywall where Tyler, knowing that he is the CEO, silences the ex boyfriend Sawyer before he can expose the CEO's identity. Back in the house, a lightning strike cuts Tyler's call to Bauer's chairwoman. When rain leaks on him while on the moldy couch because she won't let them sleep together on the same bed for obvious reasons, he goes into Avery's room, finds her midnight wear, and they wake tangled up together. On this phone call, he still has not changed. He is still half naked. I don't remember why his shirt was open, but it continues to stay open.
No, remember? Because he was like, "This is a $600 shirt, and it's my favorite white shirt." So maybe they're trying to clean it. That would be my guess.
No, but he's
'Cause
just wearing it without the buttons. Like it's
Oh!
all open and you can see the abs. He
Okay, yeah, that I can't help you there. I don't know.
Yeah, either take it off or put it back on.
Yeah.
I prefer you take it off, but I won't complain either way. What I like about this farmhouse is sure you had to take the couch and you really want to find a bed. A farmhouse has to be big, right? It can't just be
Mhm.
one room. It can't just be Avery's room with a bed. There's got to be a bed somewhere else, dude. So that was a little creepy.
Yeah, it's like a ranch. There's plenty of
Right.
other spaces,
Walk
like
around, go upstairs. There's right?
right. Yeah.
Weirdo. Now, here's where I have some comments about getting a farm expert on staff. We wake up to a farm montage. Tyler is in flannel, is now wearing his driving gloves to do farm work. There's a water fight. The police arrive. Avery talks Officer Bo down, claiming that Tyler is actually her boyfriend slash farmhand. And later, he's shirtless and sweaty. Tyler lifts hay bales while Sawyer reappears as a Bauer rep. And I guess you can just get a job super easy in this small town. Sawyer reappears as a Bauer rep harassing Avery for the land, but Tyler chases him off with a shotgun. Back at the house, the bank threatens foreclosure on Avery. After eating her cooking, Tyler actually hatches a plan to save the farm. A farm to table event would get her enough money to save the farm, I guess. I've been to the wrong farm to table events because what do you mean one farm to table event produces that much money? I don't know. There's a lot of things I have questions about the small town. Suddenly,
Aren't farm to table things, like, kind of expensive to go to, though?
see, but I've never been to a true farm to table event. I've been to those farm to table events where it's like, come to this farm and table event in the middle of Scottsdale, Arizona. It's like, there's no farm here.
Oh, yeah, well, the only one that I can think there's one in upstate New York, I don't know if we call it upstate New York, but it's a very popular wedding venue, and that's their whole shtick is, like, Blue Hill at Stone Barns, you can look it up, it's very, very beautiful, I've done a few weddings there, but their whole thing is, like, the food that you're eating there is from their farm and their land, although I don't think it's open to the public anymore as, like, a restaurant. It used to be, but now they just it's just for private events, so it's, like, cool it's a pretty penny if you get married there.
Are barn weddings still popular?
I
Like
haven't done too
rustic?
ma
Yeah.
I haven't done too many of them, but, like, to that point, though, it doesn't look like a barn. It's like it looks like a manor. Everything's stone, it's beautiful. It looks like a castle almost.
I was thinking instead of like a one off farm to table event, I wonder if the land is that big and that luscious and beautiful. What if they did a what if this was an event farm? You could hold your wedding there. I'm just giving you ideas, Avery. You're welcome. I will wait for my check in the mail.
An event
Suddenly,
farm.
for eventing. Suddenly, Tyler's ex shows up. She's cute, sparking a cat fight. He takes her
Oh.
outside, finally realizing that this is the farm he was supposed to acquire. Torn between the professional and personal, he vows to help Avery, and they embrace.
What? Wait,
All
so
this time, he didn't know this was the farm.
but then how come he stopped the ex from seeing his photo in the very beginning?
Dang, that's a good point. Maybe he just really doesn't want. No, that's not true either. He actually, when he first crashed the car, he was like, "Avery, you don't know who I am," and then did this pose, like his Forbes 100 magazine cover
Oh,
pose.
that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious how they did
Yeah,
that.
that
But yeah, so he's like, "Yeah, I'm Forbes 30 under 30." Like, why is he driving out there? He knew where he was going.
yeah, so that is strange that at one point he wants her to know he's a CEO, but the next point he doesn't want her to know he's a CEO, and then now he finally realizes, "Oh, yeah, I'm the CEO and this is the land I was supposed to take." That that's a good point.
I'm just here
But
to
at
find the
least he
holes.
wants to help her, he's not a total baddie.
That's true. I'll give him that.
So in the barn, Avery confronts Tyler, revealing that Bauer Industries drove her father to his death. It was relentless harassment, threats, and pressure. Suspicion flares as she grips a pitchfork, demanding the truth, and Tyler confesses, yes, he was sent for the land, but to stay with Avery. Tension breaks when Avery swings the pitchfork and, I guess, kills a snake instead. It's a rubber snake. It's not real. It's not like the horse. They did not get a real snake for this one. This was for a dollar store special. We fast forward to Tyler doing farm work. Again, it's the hay bales when he collapses from heat stroke while shirtless. And this is why. And I said, husband, come here, come here. You've got to watch this. You've got to watch this. Guys, don't take farm lessons from this or Yellowstone. Actually, don't do that. When you are working with hay bales, they're itchy. You want to wear a shirt. You may have a six-pack under. That's true. That's true. But there is a time and place to flaunt. Okay? I was worried for his skin because you got to keep it nice and supple. It's got to be nice to touch, right? Wear a shirt and no driving gloves. Leather gloves, not good. Clearly leads to heat stroke. You want to get some nice work gloves. Just Google Google a Carhartt work glove. I'll let you pass by with that. Break those in. Now, Ava revives him, but then spots her dead dad's watch hanging on from the water spigot. It's like in a very confusing place. I don't know why they needed this in the place it was in. Maybe I'll put it on the socials. It is in a very odd place. It's just a watch hanging from the water spigot. And this triggers a panic attack. And so, that's nice. He holds her close. The arms are flexing. You know what I mean? He holds her very close. And then they kiss passionately. Is your
I
face
think
saying, I know, I don't know if I am like, oh, I'm so hot and horny after an anxiety attack, but we all respond to things differently.
no, but my thing is, why did the writer not make a better way for her to get an anxiety attack? Why is it a watch in this random spot? Like, there's an easier way to bridge the gap to get her to panic for them to then make out.
Yeah, just being in like foreclosure is enough for an anxiety attack for me, but I guess what tips her over the edge is a watch.
Right, why didn't she go to the mail and then she gets another notice?
Oh, or they're clearly got cowboy hats here.
Mhm.
Maybe it's her dad's cowboy hat, because they're cowboy cosplaying on this farm.
Ooh, yeah, if it was, like, in the house and he just grabbed it being like, "I need something to cover me," and she's like, "That's my father's hat," and then freaks out, and then he apologizes, and then you know?
Oh, right. They could still make out after that one. Yeah,
Yes,
because it's
of
just a hat.
course. Yeah.
She is dressed up really cute. Other than my
Okay.
concern that this is not appropriate for horse riding, she nails a sundress. This girl was built for them. So please, Meg, as a big fan, this is kind of your niche. Very cute.
Mhm.
That night, Tyler follows her into her room, but he lays on the floor as she lays in the bed. And after she teases him, you dill my pickle. How is that flirting? That's how we flirt in small town America. That's right. You dill my pickle. Tyler and Avery passionately make out. We fast forward, and the farm to table event, surprise, is a raging success. Crowds fill Avery's home, and she earns $50,000
What?
from this brink-a-dink farm to table event, and it's halfway to saving the farm.
Wow. I didn't know you could make that much money off of a farm to table event.
I have been to fundraisers, and I don't wanna say where, but let's say somewhere in Kansas. 50,000, you are lucky if you get 5,000 from that event.
I was
50,000?
I was gonna say, like, 500. I don't know, like, that seems like a crazy amount of money to make at something like that.
We're doing it wrong. Tiffany,
Yeah.
we are in the wrong line of work. Forget podcasting. Time to get into farming.
Oh.
Later on, Sawyer ambushes Avery and shares Tyler's true identity, CEO of Bauer Industries. Avery refuses to believe it, dismissing him as a lowly real estate guy. Dismissing like Tyler as a lowly real estate guy because, like, I don't know, I guess they all wear nice three-piece suits. Frustrated, she storms inside with Sawyer hot on her heels. Tyler swoops in, dips Avery into a dramatic kiss in front of everybody, and tosses Sawyer out. As Tyler and Avery share a kiss, Sawyer films it, planning to send proof to Bauer's chairwoman, aka Tyler's mom. Later on, he rides her horse shirtless. And it's not as hot as you think it would be because when you ride a horse as a guy, like sometimes the boobs, you know what I mean? And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if I need to see that. Maybe better if you put on a shirt for that one. I'm concerned for you. Remember the heat stroke? Not another one. Then, Tyler takes a chilling call. His mother and chairwoman, Marissa, orders him to secure the farm in 24 hours or Avery dies? Tyler
What?
grows distant.
Wait,
We're
is she gonna murder
escalating,
her?
I guess. Just like they murdered her daddy? I- On death's door, I guess. Tyler grows distant, but their kiss deepens until his mom Marissa interrupts, shattering the moment. Tyler confesses the truth to Avery. He's a land buyer for Bauer, but before Avery can react, they spot flames out yonder. The farm is on fire. She rushes out and collapses. When she comes to, the entire town is there helping rebuild. The farm is on fire. We have seen none of why it is on fire, who puts it out. We just see flames in the distance, and then she, I guess, thank God for the budget, blacks out and comes right back to when it's all happy-go-lucky again. The entire town is there helping her rebuild. Officer Bowe reveals they arrested Sawyer for being responsible for this fire, and it was thanks to Tyler's help, but none of that is explained. We just have to believe this officer's word. As the community celebrates, Marissa Sinclair, remember, aka Tyler's mom, aka
Okay.
chairwoman, she
Yeah.
crashes the party, gloating. Bauer now owns the farm's debt. But before anything can happen, Tyler steps in, revealing the truth. As CEO, he bought the debt to give the land back to Avery. Furious, Marissa threatens him, but Tyler fires back. She and the board are now under investigation for Wyatt Rogers' death, for Avery's dad's death.
Oh.
Coercion? Coercion? Coercion?
Coercion?
Coercion? Coercion? Can you
Coercion?
say it?
Coercion.
There you go. Slander, bribery. Officer Bowe arrests her on the spot. Okay, Tiffany, half of this drama could have been just cut out. As soon as Tyler realized this was the farm he had to acquire and that he liked Avery, he could have just used his magical CEO money powers to make it all go away. There was no need for this farm to table event. No need for Dylan the Pickles. Could have
This
just
is why
bought her out.
this is why we need more female CEOs. Case in point.
Why?
Because women are smarter.
Oh, she would have figured it out sooner. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I believe in that. That is true. She would have used her brain to say, look, I've got money. You need money.
Mm-hmm.
Here's money. But in the finale, in the end scene, Tyler introduces Avery as Bauer's new head of land preservation. They share a loving look. The end.
So they end up together.
And she gets a new job because of her romantic relationship with the man. And you know how I feel about that. What makes her
Yes.
qualified to be a head of land preservation? No, does she have a degree in
Dylan his pickle is the qualification.
yes, I love to look at a resume, and the top qualification is pickle dills.
Well, hey, I didn't deviate that much. Like, at least everything was still kind of in line with the farm and whatever. Sometimes it gets really out there where I don't know why this is in the storyline. This is like another movie within the movie where you describe where they're just trying to make you buy more. I think I would have still kept watching. And I really like the horse involvement. I love animals, not faking it like the dog and the other one. Like,
Oh no! Maybe
Yeah.
that's what happened here. It's like I saw the horse and I saw it was a real life horse. I said, "This is gonna be good."
Mhm.
But there was not enough horse.
No. No.
Yeah, if you're gonna rent the horse for the day, you could have given me more horse. Maybe you were
Mhm.
brushing the horse together, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe we're cleaning out the hooves together. That's cute. I'd watch that, you
Oh,
know?
teaching him how.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ooh, yeah,
she's
that's
teaching him.
yes.
Gender bender, role reversal
Yes,
there.
yes, yes, yes. Oh, I would have loved that. Well, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I still applaud you.
Yeah,
Hats
that's
off to
true.
you.
And both of these are very good actors. Maybe they're not winning an Academy Award for this story, but
Mhm.
uh, yeah, very good actors. And now you get to see them. If someone says Meg Bush, now you know who.
Hell yeah.
I can't send you out on the brutal cinematic universe anymore because apparently you're not studied enough, right? You don't know enough actors. So we're going through the Rolodex and having you watch each one. I guess my vibes are down, so I'm gonna send it to you first. Well, what
Okay.
did you think? Pass or play? Would you recommend going beyond
So, I think so.
the horse?
Yeah, again, I think it's just because it's a new setting. The CEO stuff obviously isn't any different.
My pass or play would be play because it is a new story, but generally I think pass. There's a lot of plot holes. Again, as a CEO, this could have been wrapped up pretty quickly. Could have had a different story at the back of this where they're,
For sure.
getting together. Maybe they're on a date. He is a CEO.
Mhm.
Where did the sister go? We didn't see her again. I think Sawyer could have
Yeah.
been, the ex boyfriend could have been a more interesting character instead of another land buyer.
Mhm.
But I didn't find him very attractive anyway. I'm not entirely sure why they did it in the first place. But did he murder her? You know what I mean? I have a lot of
Yeah.
questions there. Um, I don't have a wrap up. As you can tell, I did not spend a lot of time on this vertical. I apologize. Do you have any alternate titles to entice?
I do, and this is just paying homage to the great pit bull. Saw, conquered, and came. Farm edition. Yeah.
We're going back to the barn, guys. It's good for events
Yes.
and plot lines.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got nothing. Vertical horse girls.
My second
Watch
one
here.
was my second one was spurs and seduction.
But there were no spurs. There's not
Like
enough
cowboy.
horse to have
Well,
spurs.
I see. I'm going off of the very beginning. There was a horse. There's a horse girl,
Ri
and
Oh, right, yeah, in the
these
beginning
are
of this
really.
just could have been about the horse.
I literally just have to go off of the 8 minutes, but
Yeah, because the horse disappeared, and, like, how did they get the horse back? That could have been a
exactly,
whole part of this vertical.
exactly.
Hi,
uh,
guys. Well, thanks for the wrap up. I know we have Tiffany's tea time, but I
I feel
think
like the tea earlier was pretty like tea worthy. That could just be my tea time for this
dude,
week's.
guys, yeah, go look up Bella Hadid's relationship with this guy. If I remember
That's good
correctly,
tea.
she went to some sort of cowboy or riding event and she was getting fitted for a hat. You know how I feel about the hats, but she was getting fitted for a hat and then runs into this guy. Their meeting is very much book talk, right? This is how you meet in the romance books. She gets fitted for a hat, runs into him, they spark a relationship. She kind of totally changes her whole persona for this
Yeah.
guy. She's found jeans, right? Meg Bush needs to find jeans. Call your girl at Bella Hadid. And she found jeans, she found hats, and dated this guy for a long time. And then after 2 years, broke up, got back together, and I think it's going to be a toxic on and off.
I'm here for it.
Everyone, please go look at this picture because the hat fishing is real. It is a real
Yeah.
term. You open up the dictionary, this man's picture's in it, and you want to be educated, and we're educating you now.
Oof.
Beware of men with hats.
Is it like the men's version of I don't wanna get canceled by saying this, but is it like the man's version of when a woman puts an old picture from, like, maybe 20 years ago on her profile and they meet up and it's like, "Oh god, she's a lot older." Or I guess that could work for men too, they do the same shit. Is it something like that? It's just another way to just blind someone from what you actually look like.
Is there something we do in person? Because I feel like it's a little different in that the hat can stay on forever in public. It isn't
Mhm,
until
mhm.
you take him home, you're like, wow, we need to go to Turkey. Maybe it's like when I wear like hair extensions, you know what I mean? And then you got to go
Oh,
home and then you're like,
that's a great one.
it's a
Or, like,
bob.
when women will wear, like, push-up bras or, like, butt
Yeah.
padding. Yeah,
Do we wear butt padding?
people do it. I mean, I don't, but
I
people
need
do it.
him. Yeah.
I digress. I think this is a great episode full of tea. I can't wait to see what we are doing next week.
Okay. With that, guys, follow us on TikTok, Insta, YouTube, and Substack. We're posting the clips, the thirst traps, and the theories. Talk Drama to Me drops every Wednesday. Bye for now.